TK and this thing. TKG, what is good with y'all, man? Listen, y'all see the title, y'all know we're getting into, man. Ignore this, you know what I'm saying? Ignore this too. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Ignore all that. Please ignore this. I'm making an upgrade very, very, very soon, okay? Right quick, I want to talk about the whole Rod Wave situation. I won't dabble too much into it. There's not too much to really get into. I just want to talk about what we all know right now. It was some pretty concerning sounding lyrics in a song that he had dropped recently, and it got people talking. It got people very concerned, hitting him up, asking, hey man, like, is Rod Wave okay? All this stuff, right? But I have a big problem with this. I do. He didn't catch too much fire from it, but I honestly think he should. Rod Wave, his style of rap is very captivating. It's very enchanting. What I mean by that is you can feel and see. You can. It's imagery with his music. You see somebody starting from the bottom when you're listening to his music. You see someone going through all the trials and tribulations of a black man struggling in the hood, trying to make their way out of the hood to become a example of how to make it. It's a very, very heartwarming story. It is. Rod Wave has made it, and yet he finds ways to still incorporate how he used to struggle and how he's blessed to have this opportunity. And maybe I could be on some Nicki Minaj shit right now and be saying, this is all he talks about, when that probably isn't the case. Mind you, I'm not an avid Rod Wave listener. I don't listen to Rod Wave all the time. I can admit that right now. I do not listen to Rod Wave all the time. I catch, you know what I'm saying? I will listen to a song if I'm recommended a song. Other than that, I don't really care to listen to Rod Wave. I don't really want to, since all he's on is that depressing shit. That being said, I could be so wrong. He could be talking about other things. He could be on some uplifting stuff. But that's not usually the case. When even your fans are telling everybody, the general public that aren't Rod Wave fans, that this is all you're really on. Now, the problem I have with this is Rod Wave is always on this type shit. And then when he says specific lyrics and everybody's asking if he's okay, he's saying, hey y'all, chill out, ain't nothing going on. I ain't feeling no type of ways. I'm happy right now. Maybe he didn't say he was happy, but he did diffuse the situation by saying, hey, look, I'm not suicidal. You know what I'm saying? I'm not none of that. You know what I'm saying? You go to Rod Wave's Twitter, he be on the same sad shit, man. He be, you know what I'm saying? He be on that, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you know what I'm saying? I really had to fight for this. I'm glad I got what I got, you know? And it's just like, we understand, dude. Like, you had a tough fucking past. You did. It's essentially like how people feel about Taylor Swift always bringing up exes in a lot of her music. It's like, we get it. You've dated shitty men. Please talk about something else. Only her fans don't want her to talk about nothing else, because when she does, they no longer can relate to her. How they think they can relate to her, when really you don't relate to Taylor. You relate to the experience. Taylor can pull any fucking dude she wants, essentially. Can you? Rod Wave made it out the hood. Have you? That's where the relating ends. You are fighting to be where he's at. You relate to the experience. You do not relate to the person. I want to make this very clear. I think it is possible for you to relate to a rapper, but certain rappers' experiences. I do not think it's possible to relate to rappers whatsoever. Motherfuckers get the same hairstyle as a fucking celebrity and say, hey man, we the same. Yeah, you made it that way. Essentially, how you relate to an artist is if there's just undeniable, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I went to the store, so does Rod Wave. That's not, we don't relate to that. we don't relate to Rod Wave that way. That's not how that works. But like me and Amir were saying yesterday, he had a great example saying, oh, you know what I'm saying? A Detroit rapper can start off with 3 jobs and make their way from the bottom, struggle, grind, and become a big Detroit rapper. We can try to relate to that, and I said no. The relating ends once he becomes a celebrity, once he becomes famous. That's it. Because I don't relate to that man no more. He's rich. He's a 7-figure motherfucker. 6-figure even. I'm not 6 figures. Shit. I can barely handle being double figures without going to the mall and splurging on shit. You know what I'm saying? I think we can relate to experiences. Rod Wave is always sad in his music. And if he's not always sad, he definitely gives off the vibe that he's always sad. I see pictures of this dude. He's not smiling. He's always with that sad pit bull look on his face. By all means, I'm not roasting this dude, but seriously, he's seldomly happy. I don't see Rod Wave smile. I don't hear good shit about Rod Wave, and yet he's rich. I should be hearing about good stuff. Why aren't I not hearing about the success story? More about the fucking, you know what I'm saying? I really had to grind, I really had to shine, and now I got that money. Oh yeah, it's my time. Tell me that's not a hook he would use if he hasn't already used that hook. It gets boring, it gets stale, but yet he has a lot of views on videos. He has a lot of people checking out his project, Soulfly. He has a lot of people checking into his stuff. And why is that? It's because people feel they can relate to him, because they really like his style of music, but more so the relatability, more so than the rappability. I listen to artists because I like the rapping. I never listen to people because I can relate to them. I do not care about relating to artists, because 9 times out of 10, what does that do me? What good does that do me? I'm not going to ever see half of the people I'm talking about. Half, probably 95%. Being generous, 95%. But really, it's naturally zero. It's really 100%. You're not going to see the people that you're idolizing. You're not going to. You have this self-made sentimental value for them in your head. One day I will meet that person. It's just okay to manifest and try so hard to do so. This is why people treat retweets and getting followed by artists is such a big deal, because it's essentially like, oh, we met each other, when it's not the same thing whatsoever. I got followed by John Cena, never had a conversation with that man. But you know it is cool? In my community, I'm followed by Blackie Speaks and Amir and Isaiah and you know what I'm saying? The cool lit YouTubers that I fuck with. Yeah, I can relate to them because we're in the same field. That's where that ends though, because they live different lives than me. Intensify just had a show. I can't pull no show right now. Not with my audience. Hell no. It's gonna be like 50 of y'all showing up. Shit, barely that. I do not like the fact that Rod Wave is always essentially having to do this. I'm not saying that he's gonna always have to, hey man, I'm alright, I'm cool, I'm chilling. But eventually he's gonna get to that point if you're always, you know what I'm saying? Either he doesn't write his music or he doesn't think before he says what he's about to say. Because he really thought that his fans didn't care about him. Essentially, that's what that means. You think saying what you say and then putting it out for your audience to listen, and you thought they were just gonna skip past that part? No, bro. No. They're gonna dissect it. They're gonna see it. I don't like shit like this, because now people are putting too much stock into lyrics. You're listening to everything you hear and thinking that these artists are really doing everything they say in songs. You can't. If you do that, you're gonna hurt yourself. Every rapper that says, I fucked this bitch this day, I fucked this bitch, 9 times out of 10 they didn't. But they can, but they didn't do it just to sound good on a song. Stop over analyzing fucking lyrics. You want genuine shit in music, and then you want to worry too. And this is why you shouldn't care about what was genuine with the lyrics, because now you're sitting here worrying about Rod Wave when you shouldn't. You should, but you shouldn't, unless he says it's time to worry. I just feel like All you have to do is listen to the music. If you like to listen to lyrics and analyze lyrics, by all means, go ahead and do that. But don't rush. I mean, do you understand how weird that is? You're rushing right to their fucking social media to check on them on shit. I'm not even blaming the fans here, but imagine if everybody listened to every lyric from every song, and the one bar that sounded, you know, J. Cole says, and I'm having a tough time. I'm having a tough time. And everyone's like, hey, J. Cole, what's wrong with you, man? And he responds and says, oh, nothing's wrong. Or he doesn't say anything, but you see him on Instagram flexing in a fucking Lambo or something like that, which you won't see J. Cole doing. Flexing. What does that tell you? What the fuck does that tell you? Seriously. It tells you that it's just lyrics. J. Cole's net worth is 70 million. He made a song called 100 mil. His net worth is not 100 mil. He probably had 100 mil once upon a time, probably. Knowing J. Cole, he most definitely probably did. But even he, during a performance, said that there's an immaculate amount of cap in one of his titles during a performance. He said, oh, this is cap.
I gotta be honest with y'all. This next song contains a very high volume, a very large amount of cap. It's a lot of cap in this motherfucking song. I'm doing a large amount of capping in this song. However, the spirit of this song, the meaning behind this song is 100% true, is real. Let's try this shit out.
But you know, it is way more cooler to say 100 million I'm still on my grind than 70 million I'm still on my grind, because what kind of weird ass number, like 70 mil? Hey bro, I'm worth 70 mil. No, 100 mil sounds way cooler. Like, hey nigga, I'm flexing, you know what I'm saying? I got these Benjamin Franklins, you know what I'm saying? I got these blue faces. They flex that all the time. I can't even tell you who's on a $50 bill. I'm not stupid for that. I just barely have 50s. It's usually 20s, 100s, or I don't know what. 5s and 10s. Never really 50s. Rare ass bill to have for me. But I don't want to talk about it too much. I think Rod Wave should chill out. Essentially, I think he should chill out. I don't think that, you know what I'm saying? Either you change your style of music so your fans don't worry, or you tell your fucking fans, hey, I'm just making this music. This is just music. Like, just listen to it and take it as that. Do not take it as you need to, like, overinvest yourself. Because when you do that, when you overinvest yourself in lyrics, essentially what you're doing is you are now putting yourself in their shoes. You're trying to relate to shit that you shouldn't even be trying to relate to. 9 times out of 10, a celebrity's problems will disappear way quicker than yours. Living a normal life, working a 9 to 5, coming home 9 times out of 10, coming home to shitty kids or shitty siblings or shitty parents or a mix of all. Stressing, going back to work, coming home to stress in your shitty relationship, to then 9 times out of 10 leave that shitty relationship or sit in a toxic one. Wake up and do all that shit all over again. You can relate to that. But you can't relate to the guy that's pulling bad bitches, spending money on whatever the fuck he wants to, going to social media, actually getting reactions on everything he says. When your bangers are 50 fucking likes, their bangers are fucking, 50,000 at a minimum. You don't relate to these celebrities. You will never relate to these celebrities unless you actually become one. And even then, do you barely relate to them? You share an experience. Heed that. You share an experience. You are not a celebrity. You are not going to be them. I'm light skinned And so is Joyner Lucas. We're the same. Me and Drake are both light skins. I got the heart cut in my hair, and I'm light skinned, and I got a beard. So I'm like Drake. No, brother. You look like Drake. You want to be Drake. You'll never be Drake. You'll never have the most hits of all time. You'll never have the ability to pull damn near any female you want. You'll never have the ability to just move houses because your address got leaked. You'll never be able to just wake up, check your phone, and not be able to find the fucking your text app because your social media one is blowing up. You won't relate to that. So please take your feelings out of the lyrics that you're listening to. It's the best thing I could tell all of you. Because when you do put too much feelings into it, this shit happens. And now the celebrities feel like they're shitty. I put some of the blame on Rod Wave for overdoing this shit. I put some of the blame on his fans for over investing. But it's cool that they checked up on him. I'm not saying they're shitty for checking up on him, but this type of shit happens all the time where they put too much stock in the lyrics. People really dub Tyler Creator gay because he had a song alluding to him being gay. He comes out loud, goes to interviews, does gay shit, doesn't tell you he's gay, and then for the rollout for his album, he makes out with a whole female. Talks about fucking girls all the time. Never tells you he's straight either, but we've given him the identity of a gay man because of what you heard in the song. But never, if you heard him say, oh, this girl and me and this girl doing this, you will have ignored that because being gay is a hot topic. So let's make a big deal out of that. At the end of the day, this is life. This is fucking life. This is social media. These are people running wild with whatever the fuck they want to hear. I am documenting on this because I think it's kind of stupid. Honestly. And I wanted to show off my hair. But beyond any case, that is all I got. I'm not going to turn this into a 30-minute little dialogue. It shouldn't even be this long. But vibe. Have a good time. Tell me how y'all feel about this in the comment section below. I'll see y'all later. TKG. Stay safe. Peace out.
Being kicked in, being kicked in,